Let's take a tour of Boulder, Colorado on the map. Welcome back to Unlocking Northern Colorado, from Denver to Fort Collins and everywhere in the Northern Front Range. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Jake, and if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the future, there's information linked below the video. So here's Boulder on the map. Boulder, Colorado is located right along the Flatirons and the Rocky Mountains. It's located closer to the mountains than many of the other towns and cities on the Front Range, such as Denver, Fort Collins, and Greeley. And when looking at the location of Boulder, Boulder is located, you can see the green, that's the mountains. It's located right next to the mountains, and it's located to the northwest of Denver. So if you go to the southeast, you got Denver and the entire Denver metro, Lakewood, Arvada, everything in the Denver metro. And then the Denver airport's also located to the southeast, a little bit further east than Denver from Boulder. And then you also have to the east of Boulder, you got Louisville, Lafayette, Broomfield, and if you go up to the northeast, you have Longmont. You go further up, you got Loveland and Fort Collins, and further out east, you got Greeley. And then to the west of Boulder, of course, you got the mountains, you got Netherlands. To the north of Boulder, you have Lyons. And then lastly, to the south of Boulder is Golden. So that's Boulder's location. And then taking a closer look at Boulder, some of the major hubs include the 29th Street Mall, which is in this area right here along 29th Street, and kind of expands outward from there. And then you have Pearl Street and downtown Boulder, which pretty much interconnect all of Pearl Street and downtown Boulder through that area. So not too far from Pearl Street either. And then going on the other side of 119, you have University Hill and the University of Boulder, Colorado, and that entire campus. Boulder is, of course, a college town with a major college university, and that's essentially the major hub. You got Pearl Street, downtown Boulder, 29th Street Mall, and the University of CU. And then, of course, there are trails all around the Boulder area, and you go just into the foothills and the mountains, and you have a lot of hiking trail options as well. There really is an abundance of different things to do in the area and a lot of amenities. It's a really beautiful area as well, with really beautiful views of the Flatirons. And now let's look at some drive times going from Boulder to Denver, and then going from Boulder to the airport. So going from Boulder to Denver, you're looking at about a 36-minute drive right now. But if you're leaving more at like rush hour, say 4 p.m., you're looking at about a 35 to 55-minute drive. That is with tolls. And if you put avoiding tolls, then you're looking at about a 35 to 55-minute drive during essentially rush hour, just after 4 p.m. And if you're looking at 8 a.m., or let's do 7 a.m. If you're doing 7 a.m., kind of in that early rush hour, you're looking at about a 30 to 40-minute drive. If you leave at 8 a.m., it's about a 30 to 45-minute drive on a regular day. So that's kind of what you're looking at. It's not too bad. There's about one major way to get to Denver, but for the distance, it's not too bad of a drive, even if you're leaving during rush hour. And to look at the airport, if you're leaving at 8 a.m., avoiding tolls, you're looking at about a 45 to 55-minute drive. With tolls, you're looking at still a 45 to 55-minute drive. So it doesn't really make a difference in that sense. If you're leaving in the evening, it's a little bit more. You're looking at about a 45 to an hour and 10-minute drive. And if you're going more in the evening after the major rush times, you're still looking about a 45 to an hour and 5-minute drive. So not too bad, and that's if you're driving to the airport. There are other transportation options from Boulder that you can take to the airport, but not too bad of a drive, just not super close either to the airport. And for hiking, I'm not going to do that one because there's so many different trails and hiking all within 5, 10, 15 minutes of Boulder, and there really is an abundance of options. So that's all super close right in the area. Now looking at the elementary schools in the Boulder area for public schools, you got Flatirons Elementary School on the west side, as well as Gold Hill Elementary School and Jamestown Elementary School. Then you have Foothill Elementary School, also a little bit on the west side, but kind of the northwest. And then you have Whittier Elementary School, more in the central part of Boulder. You also have Creekside Elementary School, and you have Mesa Elementary School on the south part of Boulder. You also have Crestview Elementary School and Eisenhower Elementary School. And lastly, you got Columbine Elementary School and Douglas Elementary School in the Boulder area. And everything else is stretching out to other towns, cities, and suburbs. Now for the public middle schools in Boulder County. On the south side, you got Southern Hills Middle School and Manhattan Middle School. Then on the west side, you got Casey Middle School and you have Centennial Middle School. Then you have Platt Middle School on the other side of Boulder. And those are the 4 middle schools in the Boulder area. Then for public high schools for Boulder, you essentially have Fairview High School and you have Boulder High School for Boulder, Colorado. Those are the school zones and schools for Boulder, Colorado. That's all we have for this map tour today. And now watch the market report for Boulder, Colorado that's on screen now.